Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, Otafest podcast. Merry Christmas, one and all, and happy holidays as well. I'm Angelo, and with me today are Nancy and Jay.
It's me. We're back.
Happy holidays.
Oh my lord, oh my god, we come to you with a very, very chilly, wonderful Christmas special. What's special about it? We're taking off for a couple weeks. That's what's special.
Heck yeah, we deserve it.
Enjoy the episode while it lasts.
Exactly. So, next week, as this is airing, you have hours left, literally hours to complete any Christmas shopping that you might need to do.
Yes.
Does that send a chill up your spine, or is the turkey already thawing in the fridge? It better be.
It needs days to thaw. You should be doing that already.
Oh yeah, I've been
Not with
waffling about
turkey
it.
loaf,
It's in
you
my
don't.
freezer right now,
Oh,
and
true.
I'm like, when should I take that out? When should I? Should I
You
do
wouldn't
that on
have
the
these problems with
Saturday?
turkey loaf, I'm
Should I do
telling
that
ya.
on the Sunday? No, I have finally turned my back on the turkey loaf. Jay and I spoke about this last week, so to recap, the reality is buying a turkey is anywhere from 2 to 2.5 times the meat for about the same price. Even
But
though
for
it's
like
going
6
to be
times
more
the
work
work.
to cook. It's going to be much more work. It is going to be much more planning. I've enjoyed bird loaf. I have nothing bad to say about bird loaf, but I want leftovers, and I have consistently not had leftovers with bird loaf.
That's
true.
fair. I know I've talked about this in the
wish-
past too. I like having the carcass for making stuff with it after.
Yeah, I want to make soup.
Here's a question, throwing this out there. Why do they not do young turkey? Like chicken-sized turkey? Why can't we have a turkey that is not full-sized?
You're asking for the
Because-
veal version of turkey.
Yes,
No,
I
the
am.
reality is they can do that. They can harvest a young turkey, or they can wait a few weeks more and have an adult turkey with triple the amount of meat. Like the rate that
get
these birds
it.
grow at, it is absurd to just have a different, cheaper product, cull them early, harvest them early, and have something that would be, if you just waited a few more weeks, like not even an extra
Sure.
month, would
And-
be
and I
literally triple the value.
I get that, like, for the farmers that they basically make their money off of the weight of the product.
Yeah,
as it
that's
were.
the thing.
So
Turkey is not a valuable bird.
yeah,
Turkey is extremely cheap meat.
I had this quick other aside. I remember a couple years ago, I asked some friends, just a hypothetical. We get duck egg and chicken egg, but we don't get turkey egg. Why?
I don't know. I'm sure you could, because like ostrich eggs are another thing where obviously they're rare. You don't just walk into a grocery store and buy ostrich eggs,
Sure.
but you can get them.
But you can get quail eggs now with
Yeah,
a
we
lot
can
of
get
different
quail
eggs.
eggs.
With a lot of different eggs, like for example, duck, chicken, quail, they yield probably 10 eggs a clutch or something like that. So I understand scale, easy peasy. Ostrich, you only need one egg. In fact, need is a strong word, because if you've ever watched any egg cooking video involving ostrich eggs, one egg is too much egg. One egg is enough to feed 6 or 7 people.
Holy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of albumin, like the white. There's a good amount of yolk. I've watched videos where they make quiche or something, and that ain't no quiche. That is a whole contest-sized pie of pie eating contest dimensions. It's big.
So I have found an online store from here in Alberta, from specifically Parkland County, Alberta.
Oh.
You can buy 4 turkey eggs for $10.
$10.
The magic of Googling, everyone.
What
Yeah.
could a banana cost, Michael? $10?
I don't know. I just put buy turkey eggs into Google, and that was the first result.
Insanity.
I don't know
It's
where
weird to
Parkland
me.
County is. It sounds like it's a bit of a drive.
So, like, talking about like the clutch size of a turkey, I don't know how many eggs they lay in a clutch, but I do think that there's enough turkeys in the farming process. You know, we literally raise enough turkeys that there should be excess turkey eggs, right?
You would think, yeah.
So they should.
Well,
To
no,
me,
the issue
I feel
is-
like they should make it to market.
Well, you have to wait for a bird to reach adulthood before they start laying eggs, right? At that point,
guess
you
so.
already want to sell them for the meat. So
But
it's
that's
either a
like
matter
saying-
of you don't sell the bird for the meat, you just keep it around for the eggs.
But that's a
Or-
flaw. Because that's why but then why do we have chickens, eggs, and chickens?
Well, that's the other
If we
thing.
just keep
the
them around
chickens
for
you
meat.
raise for meat aren't the same type of chickens that you raise for eggs.
So you think this is a domestication issue?
Well, I think it might be like a specification issue. Like, for example, if you
I know there's
read
like dairy
up
cows
about
and,
broiler
and
chickens,
beef cows.
broiler chickens, which are the breed of chicken that we use for food, they do not live a good life, and quite frankly,
This
you
is true.
probably wouldn't want their eggs. The chickens that are raised for eggs, they're much healthier. They're much different birds. So
It's
you
a
would need a
domestication
market
issue.
for turkey eggs to create or to justify having a bunch of egg turkeys that you otherwise wouldn't want to eat. I don't know. At the same time, I just feel like the market for turkey eggs is small. Same with duck eggs. You don't find duck eggs at regular grocery stores.
But we could.
We could. There's nothing stopping us. It's just I don't think the demand is there.
Fair enough.
Maybe we will have more demand when the farming industry actually starts diversifying a bit more. Because I think chickens are an ideal stock to have because of their size, because of how they can be raised, not because of how they have to be raised. And yeah, turkeys are bigger creatures that probably has concern for room size for to be able to actually accommodate for a single turkey. So yeah, I don't know.
There's probably a lot
Diversification
of
is
favorite.
diversification is welcome in the industry, I think.
I can agree
You know
with
what
that.
my favorite couple weeks on the internet here in Calgary was? Do you
This
guys
week?
remember
On the
when
internet
Big Turk
here
the
in
Turkey
Calgary.
was living in downtown?
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
remember.
Every
Was that
time pictures would show up of Turk, I was so happy.
Turk
was
was
COVID,
living
right?
his best life during COVID because during lockdown, he just sort of started wandering around. There weren't any cars on the road, so he was just free to roam. He was at the zoo. He was in
was a
Renfrew. He was in Inglewood.
He was living his best
Turkey life.
turkey life for sure. Like I remember there were photos up on Scotsman's Hill. He was hanging out there. He was enjoying the view. I think
I know I used to work in the area, so I would always see him just randomly hiding out
Oh,
on
you
people's
saw
porches.
him?
Yeah. I saw him
Damn.
a bunch.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
celebrity sighting.
He would just
Nancy
be like,
just out here being like, yeah, me and Turk, we go way back.
we go way back when I used to actually frequent that neighborhood a lot. But yeah, I miss him. Rest in peace.
Aw.
That's great.
There were also some Calgary natives that have moved out of the city this week. I can't remember if it was the northeast or the northwest, but there was this moose and her two calves that were living here in Calgary. And pictures of them would show up frequently online. After, apparently, they got in a bit of a scuffle with the dog, and the dog owner wasn't too happy about that. So animal control has relocated them outside of the city.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they got evicted after kicking a dog. But you just can't do that. You just can't kick a dog.
I mean, to me, that's owner, like the owner having a lack of good recall trained into that dog. Like that is, look, Calgary is a wild city. Like we have wildlife in and around the city. In a lot of ways, many other cities in North America or around the world don't.
no,
we
they don't.
actually
Calgary
like,
is crazy. Back when I lived in Windsor, Ontario,
Yeah.
I can count on one hand the amount of times I saw deer ever. Just ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like over the course of 20 years, I saw deer less than 5 times.
I feel like if you haven't seen a deer in a year in Calgary, it's because you stayed inside.
I saw deer more than 5 times my first year in Calgary.
There you go.
Like, it's cool. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
And we have like bobcats here in the city. We had moose.
When I lived downtown, I saw a lynx downtown.
Oh, yeah.
In the field across, like I call it a field. It was an undeveloped plot of land that used to have a building there, and then they took everything down, never put up fencing, and they never developed it since the time I lived there. It was across the street. I woke up one morning to go to work or something, I think, and there was a bobcat there. I've also seen coyotes walk through that area. Yep. And we're talking like a standard small plot of land. And they were like, but there are rabbits here, so we're gonna go chase the rabbits. So I'm like, you do that. I live that life.
When I lived in the north end of town, coyotes literally had a regular schedule where they would patrol around the neighborhood. And if I went to bed consistently at the same time every night, I would always hear them.
Cool.
Yeah.
They sang me the song of their people, and then I would go to bed knowing that if I found rabbit remains the next day, it was probably them.
Oh, yeah. Now, having that said, I do think ultimately it's best for the moose and her calves that they did leave the city. There's a lot of studies on this. Animals like that get stressed out around people.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And cars.
Exactly. So it is better for everybody that the moose no longer are on the loose. But
do you know one of the reasons
I did
why
appreciate seeing the pictures of them. They were gorgeous.
Aww.
Do you know one of the reasons why, especially herbivore animals, don't like they stress out around us?
Because we're predators.
Because they can identify that we're predators by our face.
Yeah. We're looking at them.
We forward-facing eyes. It's a big thing. Forward-facing eyes are one of nature's biggest things is that forward-facing eye equals predator. Side-facing eye, probably herbivore friend. But we're always like, hey, come over here so I can pet you. And then you get those videos of Yellowstone Park where there's the buffalo or the bison, I should say.
Like
flinging tourists. Yes.
Yeah. No.
We just want to be like, hey, give me a little cuddle, and then the animal is like, I do not consent.
Listen, if buffalo were friendly and they wanted a hug, they would come and take the hug.
Yes.
Like you wouldn't have a choice in the matter. They're massive.
Yes.
If same for moose, they keep their distance because they don't want to be hugged. As much as we want to hug them.
We want to hug every animal, and we were given the ability to give scritches.
Exactly. But it's okay.
We respect those boundaries.
But nothing really puts you in the Christmas spirit like seeing meese walking through the snow, you know? It's
seasonal. It's nice to have a white Christmas. I was talking about this with my partner the other day where I was like, a couple Christmases. I think out of the last 5 Christmases, I think we've only had one white Christmas in the last 5.
Yeah.
And that white Christmas happened only because I think it snowed on the 23rd.
Yeah.
It was a brown December until we hit the 23rd, and then pow, snow, and then white Christmas.
Somebody wished real hard for a white one.
Yes, yeah. I think they really did. Speaking of Christmas, I do have some questions because so you two have lived with your significant others for a while.
Yeah.
I have not. We literally just moved in together this year, obviously. And prior, we'd kind of like visit each other's houses, and my partner would stay over at my place for a while, when she had the less responsibilities and was free to do so, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so we've never fully spent like Christmas Christmas together kind of on our own. And we haven't like done the lead up all the time together. How do you like doing Christmas gifts? Do you do the, hey, this is a thing that I would like, please get it for me, or think about getting this thing for me? Or do you not give gifts at all? Or do you buy your own and be like, don't worry about it?
No, I buy gifts for Dio, and Dio does not know what they are until they open them.
Okay.
That's nice.
Throughout the months leading up to Christmas, Dio might encounter certain problems or certain challenges, or maybe Dio will just drop hints or something, and I'll try to find those. I will try to identify them, and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to get you something that will either make your life easier or you will be happy to have. Because that, for me, that's the reason of the season. I want to surprise some people. I want to surprise some people and give them something that either they didn't think they wanted or that they wouldn't buy for themselves.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I'm very much the same. I sort of just, there are things that are difficult for anyone to find, but sometimes you hear someone say something and they're like, this is so dumb. I can't do a thing because of this. I'm trying not to give away any answers here because I don't want someone to accidentally tell people what I'm getting them. But like, it's so X, like it's so adjective, and then you do a little bit of, oh yeah, tell me more about that, and they'll usually tell you what their current struggle actually is. So I have a group of friends that I usually will set a theme of some sort, and then we will just buy each other gifts that add up to like a maximum amount. No obligation to go up to that maximum, but like last year's theme was your favorite things. These are my favorite things that I really love, and I would love to share them with you. That was the theme last year. This year it's, just nice things that are locally made. But for my partner, I definitely have like a little scratch pad that's like on my phone or like online somewhere that I like, here are some ideas of things I can buy for them.
Exactly.
The problem is that when we are adults and we have our own expendable income,
that's exactly it.
For the most part, he will just buy something if he wants to.
That's the thing.
That is where I'm at too.
I try not to buy something unless I need it from like November through to the end of the year.
So it is a trap if you want to buy somebody something that correlates or corresponds to a passionate hobby of theirs. For example, I would never, ever try to buy Dio cosplay things.
Yeah.
Never.
Because
I would never pretend I could buy cosplay items for Dio. However, if I know that they are into something that they are not quite so passionate about, I could be like, I could buy you stationery, like a thing that I know you would like, or something that's like a cute gadget that does a thing that's very specialized that I know they don't have. Something like that. Or for Dio anyway, I might consider certain kinds of perfume.
Yeah. Like over the course of the last couple months, I needed to buy myself some belts. I bought myself some kind of nice ones, but I needed some belts. I bought myself some Uniqlo long johns because I knew the weather was coming and I needed to keep my legs warm. Holy cow, they're fantastic. Jesus Christ, why haven't I bought these
I think
before?
we have the same because they're like the heat tech ones.
The ultra heat tech ones.
Yeah, they're so good.
Those.
I've had them for years, and they're like, if anyone needs a recommendation for when it actually gets cold around here, and this winter it actually has been sporadically cold around here.
Make sure you get the right ones. Useful. Uniqlo has various kinds of heat tech, and they say right on them, good for like -5, good for -10.
Yes, yes.
I found the ones, the ultra heat tech, that are good for -15.
Ooh.
I was literally outside in -15, and my legs were like, yeah, I could be out here all day. And what I was surprised about, not an ad, I'm just impressed. I wore them to work, And so I was in my office. It's warm in my office. It's heated. They weren't bad in the office. They were fine. Like I wasn't overly hot. I don't know how this magic works.
I have similar ones, and surprisingly, Angelo and I do not just share the same pair. But
I'm shocked.
I have because I also do that. Like I take transit to work sometimes, and then I have to wear them. Like I mean, arguably I could take them off and switch into something else when I'm at work in the locker room, but I just usually don't. I will say I get like somewhat warm, but I don't get uncomfortably warm in where I feel like I absolutely have to switch out. So I do agree that they have some breathability to them, despite having also very good insulation tech. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
very, very recommended. Anyways, back to the thing.
Yeah, so definitely try and pay attention and see if there's like a thing that you could sneakily get them because they would never go and get it for themselves. So
Yeah.
to my point about Dio, for example, Sean has been doing the Magic the Gathering thing like the last 4 years, really, really kicked off, but like I would never go and try and buy him Magic cards that I know he wants because I don't know the best places to buy individual cards.
Just buy a Black Lotus.
Or, sure. I'll just throw my entire retirement at buying a Black Lotus. No, thank you.
Mint. It's an investment if it's a gem mint.
Never, ever treat Magic cards like an investment.
No, you literally could just buy one of those cards and call it your investment portfolio.
There are a few cards that you could do that with, but
no.
I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying
don't do it.
One could.
One could.
But don't. Especially if you yourself are not as big of a hobbyist as that person.
Apparently Lego beat inflation. If you just buy like limited edition kits and then hold on to them for a year, you can resell them for triple the amount.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So
it's insane.
It's funny that you bring that up because I have a house. I've brought this up several times. And in this house, there is empty space.
Really rubbing it in, man.
There's empty places in this house that could use some filling, shall we say. Now, one of the reasons why I brought up the whole like Christmas gift thing is because I do agree. I think you should buy things for your SO and like sort of listen to what their wants and needs are. And if you can fulfill them without being financially irresponsible, then do so.
Oh, I'm financially irresponsible.
I'm also like, when it comes
to
at a point in life where I can say like, it's not like I'm making super cash monies, but I am making enough money that I have disposable income. And I am mostly responsible for my own desires. Like if I want to buy something, I will buy it. But I also like, even though I don't mind spending money on my partner and they don't mind spending money on me, I feel like it's financially irresponsible to be like, I want that thing, I expect that thing, and that thing is like hundreds of bucks for whatever reason, and it's not a necessary thing. So I will buy my own, and I'm okay with that because it's my money. I'm being responsible with my money in that I know how much I want to pay for it. I know how much it's going to cost. I don't have to put the weight of research, for costs. Like, no, she doesn't have to look up prices online or compare against anything. Anyways, long story short, I have invested in plastic crack. I'll be right back.
Plastic crack. I wonder what he could possibly mean by that.
Plastic crack?
So either Jay is talking about Warhammer 40K figures.
Okay.
Or perhaps...
Lego builds?
No, I think he bought a glitter machine.
What is this? It's a giant Lego
minute.
T-Rex.
I am surprised.
Sir, where did you get that?
Not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna say 3D printers, but...
I mean, if you got a 3D printer, that would also be pretty excellent.
I have enough friends with 3D printers. I don't need one myself.
You do.
Jay is caressing, not just holding, caressing a giant box of a Lego Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton.
Skeleton. Specifically a skeleton, not the, build your own dinosaur type set. No. That is big.
So apparently Jay is getting into plastic crack, which is in fact Legos.
It is 3,000 pieces.
I mean, 3,000 pieces. I'm sure you didn't spend $3,000 on it, so that's like less than $1 a piece. How could you scoff at such a deal?
For a deal like that, how could I pass it up?
Exactly.
What a deal. Amazing. So this was your gift to yourself.
Well, there are other gifts that if my partner chooses to figure out what those are, then, or she has her own things in mind, which I don't mind at all, because that's how thoughtful she is. She thinks of other things that I might not necessarily think of for myself, because I can think of the things I want for myself.
I feel like the first few Christmases with Sean was very much, I bought you things to wear. Because not only is he very tall, but he's also not very broad. So it's very difficult to actually find nice clothing that fits him well. Most things are too short for him. So
I would understand that.
Yeah. So I ended up buying him like a bunch of nice like button-up shirts, polos, sweaters. I got him a scarf.
Cool.
Like, just like very practical things, but things I thought would fit him. And for the most part, they did. And I did like a pretty good job finding things for him that he likes. And like, he still consistently likes to wear those things. So I count this as a great success. But over time, you're like, okay, I can't just like spend a third year in a row buying the same kind of thing for him. What else am I going to buy?
He's already dressed well. What can I do?
Oh, no.
God forbid.
So this year, I bought him the gift of good sleep. I got him an adjustable pillow from Silk and Snow. An
adjustable pillow?
Yes.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
It means you can customize how thick it is because it has inserts you can take out.
Oh. I would not have guessed that. Here's my definition of an adjustable pillow. How is it sitting inside the pillowcase? Does it need a fluffing? Fluff, fluff, fluff.
Exactly.
Therefore adjusted.
In this case, it's one of those things where you can kind of control the firmness a little bit by using the insert or not, as well as just how thick it is. Because if you're more of a side sleeper, you need a taller pillow. Sure. And if you're someone who snores, you also need more support so that your head is elevated a bit more. And seasonally, that changes. So in the summer, you might wish for something that's a little bit less thick and fluffy because you want something that doesn't feel like it's suffocating you.
Is it all, is it memory foam construction, I presume? Because I can't think of another. Like, it's not more
well, I feel like you could have a
classical.
I feel like you could have a classical pillow and then just a core area that you could like insert foams or anything else.
If I remember right, it is a down alternative that is also a natural ingredient of some sort.
Is it turkey down?
Is it made of turkey? Is this where all of our extra turkeys go?
Down?
Oh no.
It's turkey loaf as a pillow.
It's turkey loaf. A turkey loaf pillow.
I feel like we need to get Jay a turkey loaf pillow now.
Actually, I think that would be hilarious if it's just like a pillow that's shaped and printed and maybe tied off with like the little netting.
The problem with turkey loaf, as anything else, the way that it looks is it just kind of looks like a small ham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I could not identify it specifically as turkey loaf.
Well, you see, the ham pillows are a little bit redder than the turkey loaf pillows.
Yeah, that's going in the vault for next year.
Yeah.
Ham pillow.
That's
a euphemism.
Ham pillows.
I don't know. There's like never an obligation for people to get me gifts. Like sometimes you just don't find the right thing. And I would rather that you didn't just try to get me something as opposed to if you found something that was just really suited for me. And
I feel that.
I also, and like Jay and I agree on this bit too, if if I find you something and there is no occasion for me to gift you things, I don't care. I'm just going to give it to you.
Yeah.
And I
made me
don't
think of you.
love
That's all.
occasion-based gifting.
Yeah. It made me think of you, and that's enough. Now, if it happens that like your birthday's around the corner or like Christmas around the corner or something, then yeah, okay, maybe we can save it just because it feels maybe more appropriate if your gift recipient isn't expecting anything, especially, it kind of gives you at least the excuse.
Yeah.
But the real excuse as the buyer is that it made me think of you. It made me think of our relationship. So that's all it really, that's the only pretext.
So while I'm really enjoying you learning what it is to have like a Christmas season with your partner and living together and going through this interesting journey of like finding gifts and stuff for each other and for yourselves, there's never an obligation for gifts. We just like to because we love people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I will say for my partner, one of their love languages is gift giving.
Oh, really?
But they are, yeah. But they, like even in small ways, right? Because like it's not about, in a sense, like, oh, here's a trinket. Like, my partner will just bring home food and be like, you know, you should eat. Here's some food, and that is a gift. Or, you know, I do that too, where it's like if I have to work my non-standard shift times, and I'm like, "Hello, are you hungry?" Because that is the love language of Asians: is "Have you eaten yet?"
Have you eaten? Yes.
Yes. So that's.
Are you hungry?
Like if it's something that I like, if I haven't had the chance to cook, then I'll be like, "Hey, I stealth ordered something from Uber. Check the front door."
For Angelo, whenever he's over, it's, do you like IPA ale, heavy ale, dark ale, like whatever I happen to have? Like, do you like? And normally the answer is not usually no. So I'll just slap a drink down in front of Angelo. And
Legitimately, we were playing some D&D yesterday. We had a fantastic meal at Anzu. Went over to Nancy's house to play the game. And Nancy's just like, yeah, you just had 2 Asahi at the Japanese cafe. Have another beer.
Here you go.
Have a third one. And I'm like, okay.
Have a third.
Sure thing.
I happen to have this IPA, and I can't. I don't drink it. Like, do you want this? As she's already pouring it into a glass.
How do you keep acquiring these beers that you don't drink?
People just like giving me alcohol. It's really, really sweet.
Interesting. Wait a minute, I gave you alcohol literally yesterday.
Yeah, that one I am going to have at New Year's. That one I am going to have at New Year's. That's going to be a nice one.
That
I
reminds
finally
us.
delivered the mead that I made.
Just because I don't drink IPAs doesn't mean I don't drink mead or wine or, you know, whatever. I just have a very small window of things that I like.
Absolutely.
I hadn't had alcohol in a few years, I think. And when we went to Japan, my partner and I, we stayed at a ryokan, and there was alcohol served alongside. I think I told this. And I legitimately was like, I don't know how I'm going to handle this alcohol because I worry I'm going to be a super lightweight, even though it's fairly like the alcohol's on the weaker side of things, and it was only like a shot. But I was like, just letting you know, I am a cheap date. So, and I was worried because I was like, we're staying in this ryokan, we're in the onsen town, so it's just like, I don't want to be like kind of stupid, like just feeling, well, honestly, alcohol makes me sleepy, so I was just like, I hope I'm not sleepy and then wandering through town with you, because it won't be a good time for me or you. I'm not gonna do anything stupid, I'm just not gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
As long as Angelo liked his drink.
It was fantastic. Now, I think that's about everything we have time for today. It's a short episode, but that's so that you, dear listener, can rush out and grab any last-minute accoutrement for the holidays that you need.
Turkey
Go.
loaf.
Fly, you fools.
Get to your holiday enjoying.
Don't miss us too much.
We'll be
And
back.
happy holidays.
And Happy New Year. See you in 2026.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.